and welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you a very special recipe, babka, Polish Easter bread. Now it's called Polish Easter bread because it's Polish, and Polish people bake it at Easter time. Now Polish people have a tradition. Every Easter they make up a basket, a food basket, of all the foods that they're going to be eating Easter time, and they have a blast at church. Babka is always included. Now this particular recipe was my mother's, and she was a great baker. So let me tell you what we're going to do in this video. Now babka is easy to make, but it is time consuming. So the best time to start is in the morning. First, we're going to put all the ingredients together. Then we're going to let the dough rise for about 2 hours, depending on your yeast and the temperature of your room. Then we're going to punch the dough. Then we're going to let it rise again for another couple hours. And then we're going to bake the babkas. Now to bake babkas, all it takes is 20 to 25 minutes at 350 degrees. So let's get going. For the ingredients, you will need 4 cups of cake flour or unbleached all-purpose flour. Cake flour will make babka light. All-purpose flour will make babka moist. My mother used all-purpose flour. 1 teaspoon of salt, 8 large egg yolks, 1 cup of regular or powdered sugar. Today, babka's recipes call for powdered sugar. My mother used regular sugar. I suggest you try with both and be the judge. Half a cup of melted unsalted butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 1/2 cups of raisins, and you could use light or dark or combination, zest of 1 orange. You will need 4 packets of active dry yeast, 1 1/2 cup of warm whole milk, 110 to 115 degrees, but not to exceed 115 degrees. 2 teaspoons of regular sugar. To prove the yeast, here I have the milk. To warm the milk, you can heat the milk on top of the stove or microwave oven. Just make sure it's the right temperature. Perfect. Next, I'm going to add the sugar, the yeast, stir lightly, and set aside to proof. Next, in a large bowl with a mixer set at medium speed, I have already creamed together egg yolks and sugar until smooth, creamy, and lemon in color. Now we're going to add vanilla, butter, orange zest, and continue beating until all ingredients are well blended. Now that the yeast is ready, we are ready for the next step. For the final ingredients, with the mixer on, you're going to add salt, then gradually the flour, about 1/2 cup at a time. After I add 2 cups, and with the mixer still on, you're going to add the yeast, and then the rest of the flour. For the final ingredients, you're going to add the raisins. Then we're going to let all the ingredients mix for about 2 more minutes. Now that the dough is mixed, we're going to scrape the sides, bring the dough to the center. We're going to cover the bowl with plastic wrap, towel, or a paper towel. Set the bowl in warm, draft-free place until the dough doubles in size. Now, if you have a room that's warm and draft-free, you can leave the dough on a counter. But if you don't, you could set your oven to about 100 degrees. Place the bowl inside and let it rise.
Now that the dough has risen, and it took about 2 hours for the first rise, we are going to punch the dough. And now we are ready for the next step. To bake the babkas, you will need 2 standard cake forms. You want to butter the forms. Fill the forms halfway with the dough. Then you're going to cover the forms with either plastic wrap, towel, or paper towels. And you're going to place them back in the warm, draft-free place to let them rise again. Now remember, warm, draft-free. About an hour and a half into the rising, you want to check the dough. And at that time, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Because once the dough rises, we will be ready to bake the babkas. Well, my dough has doubled in size in the second rise, so the babkas are ready to be baked. I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to bake them for 20 to 25 minutes until the surface is golden brown. Now remember, the dough is light and airy, so if you're going to be using other forms such as muffin forms or bread form, adjust your timing accordingly.
Well, this recipe yields 2 delicious babkas. And like I said, babkas are easy to make, just a little time consuming, but I think they're worth it. And babkas make great breakfast meal any time of the year. I like to use babka in making French toast. Well, I hope you'll give this recipe a try. Thank you for tuning in.